Welcome to Binge Buddies, Homicides, Hooters, and Hockey Mask. Me, your host, is always Bryan Dressel. With me, as always, is Matt, Zombie Dog, Sleeping Bag.
I love that I got the sleeping bag. Like, I am so happy with that because, I'll take that.
Now, is
That's
this
great.
Sleeping Bag Part 7 or Sleeping Bag X?
Well, you tell me, because we also have Joel, Sleeping Bags, Dewitte.
It is so nice to be here.
I stand corrected. You would give him one from the simulation where they're like,
of course. He's the only one who liked the movie with me. I gotta give him something. And we also have kind of naming himself, but I'm okay with it because it's such a good one, Mr. Ryan Corkscrew Lootens.
Damn right, and I'll take that both in terms of 4 and 10.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
I'll take it.
They're both good.
One slightly bigger than the other.
I'd go with more than slightly, but you know.
Ginormous.
Yeah, it's a ginormous is a good word for it. Here we are. We're nearing the end of our franchise. Only one movie left after this, which is very, very sad. I'm gonna be sad to say goodbye to Friday the 13th. I know we've been talking about doing it forever, and now that it's almost done, I can't believe it. I won't be able to say when we get to Friday the 13th anymore, because it'll have been done. Sad, but here we are. Can't finish.
I like how you're saying how sad it's gonna be, and Joel's just got this giant grin on his face.
I can't believe we're almost done. It's almost over.
I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's beautiful.
Just be glad you weren't on it when Matt and I did it all in like a week.
I'm not sure if we'd be talking if I.
Yeah, Joel wouldn't still be on this podcast if we did that tight a time frame.
Yeah, that one was rough. But I loved it this time. And I love this movie. It's not my favorite movie of the franchise. It's might be in my top 5. I don't think it is. It's probably lower 5, but it's still just a lot of fun. This one to me is just, it's a popcorn movie, a lot of fun to go out with some friends and watch it. Definitely feels, I mentioned at the end of last week, if you listen all the way to the end of the episode, this feels way more like a Nightmare on Elm Street movie to me than a Jason movie. Like, it really feels like Jason's just crashing a pretty ho-hum Nightmare on Elm Street movie and turns it into a pretty good Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
It does really feel like that. It feels like the his character as well. Like, you know, we'll probably get more into it, but like his character, they've paid more attention on the character of Freddy to make sure that's right, rather than Jason, because they have Jason suddenly being afraid of water.
Yeah,
which is never
only
shown
using a machete. Like,
this
is
never
using a
shown
machete.
any.
This is Freddy. It's a Freddy movie because Freddy is using Jason to become relevant again. You know, he sees that Jason is a murder machine. He needs something like that in Springwood, Ohio, which the distance between Springwood, Ohio and New Jersey is really short. But we'll get to that. Remember when they're driving? Yeah, it's walkable.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely a Friday the 3rd, or it's definitely a Nightmare on Elm Street movie because Freddy is the main antagonist, and he's more vilified than Jason.
Yeah, for sure. Like, he's the bad guy. Like, they even have like arguments in the movie of like which one should they be more worried about. They usually land on Freddy. They're wrong. Jason's definitely the one you should be more worried about. But you know,
it's the Alien versus Predator issue. When they did Alien versus Predator, it's like the Predator became the good guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why?
And
like,
this one,
and it was just weird. And like Jason kind of becomes the good guy in this one a little bit, kind of at the end, like where they have this, like, you know, almost this like, oh, they stare lovingly into each other's eyes as Jason sinks to the bottom. Like it's.
Thank you.
Yeah, basically.
I did see not Freddy versus Jason. I saw that now. I did see Alien versus Predator back when it came out. But I know what you mean. Like, there is a clear shift where it's like humans and Predator now up against Alien as the final confrontation. And that's like a little bit like post story almost, like end cap stuff. So I didn't take it as that extreme.
I don't think it got that far in this one, because even when
it doesn't go
Jason's
that far,
on their side, he still kills one of them. Like, they get too close to him, he's like, oh, that's a freebie, and just fucking like baseball bats her with a machete halfway across the field.
Yeah, thanks, Kelly Rollins.
Yeah, see ya.
You could have died sooner.
You know, she's great in Curse of Bridge Hollow. I know it's like a movie not a lot of people saw, but she's really good in that movie. I like Kelly Rollins. She's not great in this, though. No one is great in this. Last week I defended a lot of actors because it was very campy. This one's not very campy, and no one can act except for one poor guy who gets killed very, very early on. Can anyone guess who I'm talking about?
I don't care.
Gib? Or not Gib, the boyfriend of Gib.
The boyfriend of Gib, is that I was talking about the guy whose brother died. I thought he really sold his death scene. He was good. And he's
I liked him. Man.
Robert Englund can act.
I don't count Robert Englund. Robert Englund is the reason to watch this movie, which is sad when it's Jason's in it, but you can just tell how much fun he has throughout this entire thing.
I think you can tell like
Brendan Fletcher plays Mark.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, he's a good actor. I think he's one of those actors where like you see his face because he's got a very distinctive face. Like I've seen that face somewhere else, and I don't know where it is. And then you look on his IMDb, it's like, oh, it's there. Oh, there as well. Oh,
he's everywhere.
Yeah, he's just a solid actor. And actually, I don't mind. I don't think he's very good in this. Ritter's kid.
Yeah, he's good.
Jason Ritter.
Yeah, he plays Will.
Yeah, he's fine. Like he's serviceable.
What do you mean? Kia, he has asthma. It's such an amazingly delivered line.
Like there's some definitely some failed things.
I love Catherine Isabel. She's great in Ginger Snaps, but here I think she's just playing against type.
Who'd she play in this?
She played Gib. Do you guys need help? What do you think?
Oh, her. Yeah, no, I agree. She's a good actor. She doesn't really do great in this, but she's also
another one who I recognized and had to look up on IMDb, and then was like, and like, there's a theme through this one. Oh, they were in Stargate. Like because this film was clearly shot in Vancouver.
This movie has a lot of
fucking actor has been in Stargate at some point.
Yeah, this movie has a lot of good up and comers, and they went on to do decent stuff. But it's just I think that they knew what they were into, and they phoned it in. Like Christopher Marquette, who plays Linderman. I love Linderman as a character, and he's okay. He's very good in this. His arc is probably the best one out of all of them, but he will forever.
I did like Linderman, and especially like his death scene as well is so good.
I think my problem with this movie, bitch, is that the characters are all meant to be somebody you know, and I have no experience with the Freddy Krueger series.
Yeah,
so it's like I'm getting fed this information so quickly and so densely that I'm really playing catch up through this entire thing, bitch.
Yeah.
Are you trying to do something here with the constant?
He's going full Freddy.
I don't know. Am I, bitch?
I like it.
I'm not sure, bitch.
No, not you, Matt. Just
that is also another thing. I was surprised at how many times that was said, and that must be a Freddy Krueger thing.
It is.
Yeah. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
It
okay.
Is.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's not in the first one, right? It's in the sequels. It comes in the sequels.
I remember. I could be wrong, but I think I remember a lot in Dream Warriors. I've only seen Dream Warriors once, and I don't remember it that well. But...
Dream Warriors is the one where it's like, "Welcome to prime time, bitch."
Is that series more rapey too? Because there was definitely some.
It's more hinted at a lot.
No, it's not rapey. He's not a child molester. He's a child killer.
You can be rapey without being a child molester, bitch.
Did we watch the same movie?
I'm not sure, bitch. I don't want to take Joel's thing.
I'm just thinking that Rick and Morty episode now, though, where they go into Scary Terry's dreams and everyone's just saying, "Oh, what do you mean, bitch?"
Oh yeah, that's yep.
Now I see what Joel. I see what Joel's doing. He's doing Scary Terry.
All right, let's dive into this thing. We don't need to go into the Rick and Morty route. We've already made it very clear that we are Venture Brothers fans.
We are Venture Brothers fans, bitch.
Rick and Morty's fine.
It is. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's talk about a movie that's also fine. We got Freddy vs. Jason. I like this movie. It's not bad. My wife, however, so we start the movie. There is a woman standing on a dock. She turns around talking to some guy that we don't see. He doesn't exist. And she takes her shirt off to, expose her breasts, as many women do throughout these franchises. And Chewie just immediately very loudly goes, "Oh, those are such fake boobs. My God, those are bad boobs."
She's not wrong.
I have a note on that moment as well.
She does not subscribe to the pizza analogy of.
Nope,
okay.
She does not. Nope.
All right.
Chicken's done.
I have a note on that exact shot as well. Naked lady on the jetty. Oh, you're just here to show your boobs and die.
Yep.
You poor actress.
I don't think the actress did a bad job. I don't mean to make fun of her. Like, I'm very body positive, but it's very funny hearing my wife say that, so I had to bring it up. I don't mind the idea of, Jason being stuck in hell, just murdering people forever. Although for me, that'd be like, isn't that his heaven?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
The only hell part might be
a daycare
like
teacher. Like, wouldn't that be his hell? Like,
No,
maybe
his hell
it's just the
is
fact that
being
he's
forced to be
killing
an ER
and they're
doctor.
not staying down. Like,
maybe,
so
but
it's
also,
it's like consistently delayed gratification.
yeah. I'm still just like, if that was his hell, he should be, because even then
Happy.
he still gets to kill. Even if they don't stay dead, he still gets something. Like, his hell would have to be like taking care of children, like making sure they have their stuffies and their
Teaching them swim lessons, apparently, to this movie.
Yeah, like there's whatever. It
That
works
would
well
be
enough.
his hell in this film, apparently, because apparently he's afraid of water, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I also
like he goes swimming.
I do like the that Freddy has to, like the hook of the movie. I enjoy. Freddy wants to be remembered. There's still people who would remember who he was, but the town has done this very big media blackout on shutting down anything Freddy related. Kind of works, kind of doesn't. So
I think 2003 is the last time you could get that storyline to actually work, because it's
maybe
before the internet became a real big thing of like Wikipedia and stuff like that.
I still think it's a little behind the gun. Like it worked well enough that like if I can just ignore it, it works. If I start thinking about it even a little bit, it's like, ooh, just let that one go.
I mean, I suppose it depends when they did. But then again, like we're looking at it. So the dude, like Will, supposedly appears when he's 14, so he's at most 18. So like 4 years before, it's still probably too late.
But I'm gonna say this. For me, it works because in part Nightmare on Elm Street 3 or 4, in 3 or 4 they bring up Hypnocil, and for them to bring that back to be a major component of why Freddy is forgotten, especially with the parents being the main role, it works. They can cut everything out, and the world might know, but why would people have the inkling to go search his name if they were young when it happened? So to me, it works.
Yeah, I guess that works. Yeah.
They would never think to go Google Freddy Krueger because they've never heard the name before.
I think my problem seems to be I'm missing a lot of context, because I've seen Nightmare on Elm Street 1, and that's it. And Freddy vs. Jason. So I think that's the thing with that is like, because I've not seen, I didn't know that Hypnocil was a callback to an earlier film. So all they can what they talk about, I'm assuming there is a Freddy film set in a mental institution where people are, well, I don't know, like I'm assuming that this dude, like the dude's brother, you see him commit suicide in.
Nope. That's all original. But in the only callback is the Hypnocil, because in the third movie, when Heather Langenkamp drops her purse and the doctor helps pick it up, he picks up the bottle and it says Hypnocil on it.
Oh, okay. Oh. So it's not like a direct reference. It's like, it's not like if you had to be paying attention in that one too. Okay. That makes sense. And like I'm sort of, like I said, I'm fine with it. It makes enough sense that it works. It's also very easy to break. All you have to do is say Freddy Krueger once, and apparently he's back. Yeah, it's that
apparently everyone has memories flooding back at that point.
Yeah, but I do like that just enough, and I like that. Like, all right, bring Jason back. Now he's back and he's killing. Like, even just like the dumb, like, I'm gonna possess his mom. The woman who plays the mom, she does a fine job.
Is he possessing the mom though, or is he just making himself look like the
mom? I think he's making it look like. Sorry, yes, I think you're right.
Because he's like in a dream at that
exactly.
point.
Yeah, well. I think you're right. Yeah,
that stuff works for me.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think it's fun to play in the whole like Jason having dreams, and he's always had that kind of deranged personality anyway. But then you have that layer of like what's real or what's not, bitch. So
yeah. But then we get like so we're at the party with Monica Kena's character and everybody, and they're hanging out. I went to not a lot of parties in high school. Joel can attest. I threw a few of my own that were somewhat fun, but I never had that like, we're going to this person's house to fuck. Like, that's just weird to me. Like, I'm hoping that never actually happened. Like, a lot of stuff that happens in movies doesn't happen in real life. It probably did, and I just didn't go to those parties. Which is great, I think.
I mean, I was never invited to any parties, let alone a let's fuck party. So,
Well, there you go. Okay, so I'm doing better than that. But yeah, so the party's there. People are fucking. So that means Jason's like, someone's fucking. No, I can take care of that. Wanders into their house.
Joel, what was that again?
No fucking.
Joel, what was that called? I can't. What kind of radar does he have? Joel,
Bitch.
Yep.
I'll help Joel out there. His Cumdar, so his Cumdar is going off strong. And he murders the fuck out of Trey. It's like the only.
I mean, Trey, like,
Trey
I think
sucks.
Trey sucks so fucking much. Like, he's an absolute asshole. He's like he kisses her and like throwing like, "Damn, bitch, why are you like kissing like, oh, you've been smoking? Oh, that's it. That's disgusting. Yeah, give me a massage. Oh, don't touch me after sex. What the
Babe,
fuck?
Don't make you ask you twice. Like, Jesus. Yeah, he sucks. So
All
him
right,
dying-
kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fine with-
we
but it's
are
like
so fine with him getting brutally fucking murdered.
he's like the only like really good brutal kill from Jason in this movie. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that's it. And then
stabbed and then folded in half.
and then fold half backwards. Like, that's some good stuff. Unfortunately, this is still, the 2000s where they're doing that ramping on some motion, so it has that weird set of motion effect to it, which I don't like, but I'm still fine with watching him getting macheted to all hell. We mentioned
Do you
this, I
reckon
think,
the folded in half is a reference to 6?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I yes, that's immediately where my head goes. I guess it might not be, but it definitely felt like it.
Maybe it's like, oh well, the MPA cut this one out. Let's give the audience a look at what that would have looked like.
Yeah, it's this time he's doing it with a bed.
You don't need to see some of that in gory detail. Just getting a glimpse and being like, "You're bent the wrong way."
Yeah,
That
and just
doesn't-
like his
Starts
dumb
close to
dead
bed like
face,
that.
like when his feet are like at the back of his head. It's like,
Yes.
it's like, yeah, okay, this
Right.
works.
You shouldn't be able to scratch your head with your toe.
No, but if you can, good for you.
I have a job for you.
The only thing out of this entire sequence that I'm like, am I supposed to care about this? Is Trey's dumb friend, the one that really wants to bang? I'm forgetting her, Lori.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
And, like-
Laurie. So it's a Halloween film as well, right?
Yeah, we're just
Right.
bringing them all in. I didn't really get that, and like he has this like emotional moment with his dad later, like, "Dad, my best friend was just murdered," and then he passes out and almost gets murdered by Freddy. But his dad sure does. I love the reveal of the dad, of just like the head falling off and then like the blood spray. Like, oh, I love that
That's-
shit.
When I
It's
saw
so weird,
saw
is that
I was
though? Like the where the head like literally just pops off.
I'm fine with it.
when I saw that, I was like, this movie knows what it's going to be, and it's a bloodbath. Like
Yeah.
what 300,000 gallons of blood or something like.
There's a lot. It is like
Just going back to the friend before he got killed though.
Yeah.
Who tries to flirt talking about feng shui? Like
high schoolers,
Joel.
you don't know me.
bitch.
you don't know me.
Only I know how bad my game is, and my wife, and a small smattering of people who knew better than to hang around me.
And yet Brian's laughing the hardest.
He knows.
No comment.
Because Brian was one of the ones who didn't know better to hang around with him and hung around with him. And
Hey,
was like,
man.
I'm gonna take tips from this guy. This guy knows.
You got really good feng shui.
That's the cross that Brian wanted to bear.
Yeah, listen, it was fun playing Xbox, is all I'm gonna say.
Alone.
Hi, Joel. There was two
Yeah.
of us.
That's great.
And then we had a friend named Farrico who came over. He was fun too. Where are we at in this thing? So the
dad
dad and the son are dead.
Alex Jones, who I didn't think of,
Yeah.
like, and then was it Joel who put this picture up?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, oh yikes. But he's dead. And then at this point, Lori is remembering Freddy, right? She had that first nightmare with like the kids singing the song. I like that stuff. Like that.
Oh yeah, that's just before.
Oh, that is right before.
That's
Yeah, I guess
because it's when she sort of like goes to sleep in the police station
Right.
when Fitz from Peacemakers just been and spoken to her as well.
Ah, yes, I love
Yep.
him.
That all works. I'm enjoying all this. I'm really
I like the scene where she walks past the missing posters, and they
all
they
do
look like posters, and then they just
all turn their heads.
Turning their heads.
So it's so well done as that was, because it's like, oh, that's kind of creepy.
Oh, it looks not real enough. Although in my notes, I'm like, this isn't Harry Potter.
No, it isn't, because if it was Harry Potter, I wouldn't be here, or I'd have been at the start of the episode gone, this is a fucking shit film. And
are you upset about cultural appropriation? Is that what our issue is?
No, I just fucking hate Harry Potter. Like,
no,
that's fair.
Garbage film, garbage book written by a garbage person.
I agree with that last one for sure. The rest, I don't know. She sucks though. That's for fucking sure.
We digress.
All right, so back to Freddy versus Jason. This is about
the time to the nut house, right?
Yeah, Will and Mark need to break out of the most easy to break out place ever. Just moon someone and steal your keys, and you're good to go.
While drugged.
Yeah, while drugged. Well, way to go, Mark.
I know, Brian. I know that wasn't the part of the anatomy you were looking forward to, but at least you got some representation.
At least I got some
progress,
right? Yeah.
It's either a progress or like the flesh on the glass, but the fart was well timed.
That was a good, well timed fart.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you for
missing
the
glass
nudity.
fogging up from the fart though, because that would have been a good touch.
That might have been a bridge too far, but I'm not sold on my opinion. I could be swayed.
I think the fact that it's so quick and then it's just like move right on.
Yeah.
It's so quick, it's just like, wait, did that happen?
But then I like that once Will and Mark get out, I think the movie's more fun. Like, because getting them into the mix, like I like having Mark around, like as like the resident. Like, he knows about Freddy. He's very good with the Freddy knowledge. He's
creepy as fuck.
He is easily the worst line in the movie. That is going to be my quote at the end of the movie for fucking
mine
sure.
too. I wrote that one down as well. That was going to be my quote as well.
So we'll save that one for later. But they introduced themselves to Laurie in very dramatic fashion. Let them know that Freddy's coming. Yeah, he's going to murder all of you. Like that whole plan the parents had. My bad. Either way, you all know who he is now, and he's coming.
When he entered is the one spreading it.
Yeah, way to go, dude.
His moment was like, oh shit, what did I do? Like,
now here's the most important part for me. So they run away from this thing because they make a huge scene. People are looking for them. They go to a library where they're like, all right, we need to figure out what the fuck's going on. And Mark goes through the I want to say Rolodex, not Rolodex, the
microfiche,
newspaper,
right?
Yes. And he's trying to find the note about his brother's death. He gets to January 18th and he has this whole freak out. January 18th. That's the day my brother committed suicide. Why isn't his obituary in the newspaper? Mark, they don't put obituaries in the same day they do the act. They're not that fast. You're looking at the wrong fucking day.
Yeah, like obituary was not the right word he used for that. Like report is a better word for that. And even then, probably not the same day.
Probably not the same day.
Okay, so but now I have to do the plug though. So
yes,
I love that they have Bob Shaye in this. Bob Shaye is the guy who brought Freddy Krueger to life. He's the guy who produced all the Nightmare on Elm Streets. He plays a school administrator, so that was cool. But since we're close to Christmas time, when is this going to drop? This should be right near Christmas.
Right near Christmas, yeah.
But Mark's brother is Scud Farkas from A Christmas Story.
That is really cool.
That is awesome. Way to tie this all together, Brian.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
This was your plan from the start, wasn't it?
From the very beginning. I just need this land at Christmas. I'm actually completely randomly, I'm watching A Christmas Story tonight with my son because we're going to go see the musical tomorrow.
Sweet.
So
everything just ties together.
Everything back to Jason.
So is Freddy vs. Jason a Christmas movie then?
No.
Oh.
I have trouble calling Die Hard a Christmas movie, so I definitely can't call Freddy vs. Jason.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. He mocks people using Christmas lingo. Ho ho ho! Now I have a machine gun.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I digress.
There's no like that.
We're not doing
it. Place. That film doesn't take place on any other day.
Thank you.
Did you believe in Die Hard as a Christmas movie before you saw it on the internet?
No, I did not. That's why I'm like,
yes.
It was a movie.
That's a meme. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Joel.
That's a meme,
is a Christmas movie.
I'm pointing at Joel. Joel's right.
Jaws 4 is a Christmas movie. Any movie set during Christmas is a Christmas movie.
Iron Man 3 is not a Christmas movie. It's not. No, it's not. Anyhow, moving back to Freddy vs. Jason. Way off topic.
When he only makes Christmas films.
God damn it. So we're heading out to a rave in a cornfield.
Yeah,
now.
God bless the rave. I love this.
Yeah,
part.
does this happen? Like raves in a cornfield?
Yeah.
This actually, I
am
haven't
very
been to
Midwest.
one,
It
but
happens.
I know a lot of people who have. Yes, this definitely happens.
So this is an American thing then, because
This is a thing.
Yeah, we don't have raves in fields.
I don't think there'd be a raver guy like the guy who tries to rape the girl. I don't think that guy would exist.
Adorned entirely of glow sticks.
Yeah,
the glow stick dude was a bit of a weird fashion choice.
But at least he dies. But
yeah.
There is something like this is a horror franchise, and there's all obviously different sorts of violence. It's been very nice that we really haven't had any rapey violence outside of 8 until right now, and now there's a lot. I'm not a huge fan of it in this movie, but otherwise I like it.
He did
is
like a mile away,
which is great. He fucking earned that. I'm sorry, what'd you say, Matt?
He did.
Is Nightmare on Elm Street known for the kind of like the rapey violent stuff as well? Because I don't remember much of it in the first.
Not really,
one.
no, but it's definitely like it's more hinted at than it is in Jason. Like unless you count that internet thing we mentioned in part 3.
When did this movie come out again?
Like 2003.
Yeah, 2003. My first.
I'm trying to think of in comparison to like the other movies out at the time too. Because there was a vein of movies that really toyed with that kind of violation.
Yeah.
Like things like Hostel and that kind of thing. Maybe I don't know. I've not seen Hostel.
That's more torture-y.
Yeah, that's just pure porn. It's also not very good.
Did they do a remake of Last House on the Left?
They did.
Yes, that one was hard.
That had. We need to get back to Freddy vs. Jason. Yes. That had. I will.
No, back to
Die on This Hill. One of the best horror movie trailers in the history of horror movies. Movie's terrible. That trailer is so good though. That's all I'll give you. Anyhow, back to Freddy vs. Jason. So we're in the cornfield. Freddy is chasing down. Forgive me, Gib. I forgot her name again. Gib. Thank you. Chasing down Gib. He thinks he has enough strength. He can finally kill somebody, but Jason is out there, man. He's not going to let people live. No way. That's his thing. If you're alive, you shouldn't be. And he kills her before Freddy can get her. I did like the whole dream sequence. It was nice. Kind of felt like a very classic Freddy sort of like steam room, that sort of stuff. I like that.
Yeah, I liked that. I thought it was quite a really cool design. And the way he gets her to follow him into the cornfield as well. It's like her dead boyfriend's skull. And it's like it's clearly Freddy just talking as Freddy, but in the boyfriend's voice, it's just like, oh yeah, that's the boyfriend.
I love how she just drops her dreams.
Oh yeah, I loved all that. Like that's some really good Freddy stuff. Makes me want to watch more Freddy movies. We have to do this as part of our show at some point. Not next, but soon. Maybe in 2024 if we have time. Like all that. I love the dude who I love him getting flung. Like that's great.
He deserved it.
Has he landed yet?
I don't think so. 20 years later, he's still just. Did
he go into orbit and he's just like
constantly just?
I believe I can
fly. And then Jason just gets.
He caused gravity. That's what hit the.
Yeah, that's what hit the satellite in gravity. Yep, cracked the code. I do like Jason
raves at a rave.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, I did skip over the Zolly that Gib gets. You don't see a lot of Zollies in any movie, but they gave her a good one. For those of you who don't know, a Zolly is when you zoom and you dolly at the same time. So you zoom the opposite direction that you're dollying. So if you're
is that the Jaws thing?
You're dollying out.
Is that the Jaws beach thing? The Roy where he's on the close of Roy Scheider,
and like it feels like the background's coming in on him. It's called a Zolly. Yeah. It's a really cool move. And they do one for her here. I like it. But yeah, the rave is great. But this is where I started noticing my one complaint with this movie of Jason likes his toolbox. He likes picking up random things to kill people with. He is almost exclusively machete in this. And I get what they're going for. They're trying to do like glove hand versus machete. They're trying to like tool v tool. I get that. It doesn't really work for me as a Jason fan though. So like when he's just walking through the rave on fire, I love the dude on fire stuff. That's awesome. And I like him just like hacking away, like, oh, there's a live one, got him. Oh, there's a live one, got him. Like that's cool. But I wish he was like picking up other stuff and doing it, or like grabbing people and like breaking them.
Literally right before this, when
you just talking about the pool, like the pole that he launches.
The pipe.
Yeah, he launches the guy, but then it's the machete throughout the rest of it. It's just these big slash marks and people just spraying blood.
And that's the thing is, it's like, where did the machete come from as well? Because like he doesn't have it on him when he uses the pole. So has he got a holster? Because that's not very Jason-y as well. Like he doesn't sheath a weapon and like switch to your machete. It's quicker than reloading. Like he doesn't match.
So that's what I mean. I know what you're saying, Ryan, but I just wish that like he killed the first person machete, like lost the machete in that person, then had to pick up different things and just kept killing.
I'm gonna continue and say that no, because like this is an invite only corn poke, and you weren't Snap.
Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, he does break his neck. I don't know.
But that's it. One dude.
I do agree. It's
lacking
the creativity from prior movies, and
That's true.
part of that is that.
Where's this giant circular saw on a stick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or corkscrews or axes or pickaxes. Like he can pick stuff up, and like I see what you're saying, Ryan. It feels way too machete heavy.
I will give you that because it is.
Yeah. But I'm still okay with it. Like I'm still enjoying everything I'm watching. I'm still having fun with it.
I think that we're getting the Freddy chills helps it from feeling too one note. Throughout. So you may not get the variety that you want from a Jason, but it jumping back and forth between the two. And Freddy does have a couple unique times dealing with the nightmare stuff. So like it doesn't feel too samey in spite of that.
Yeah.
Freddy only has one kill.
Is that true?
He only has one
Mark.
kill. Mark.
He only kills Mark. Well, that's coming up. That's the next kill.
He
And it's a
only
good one.
Mark.
Like Mark's death is great.
Yeah, technically you're right. Yeah, but he takes over the stoner kid, but it's Jason who kills him.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
And then after that, Freddy kills no one. Jason gets everybody else.
He has one kill.
That's insane. Never even clued in on that. Like that's
because he's always
they spend so much
he's
time
always in a dream.
on Freddy that you just kind of think that more than one person had to have died through all that.
But all the stuff that happens, it's in the dream, but he never like actually kills in the dream because like we have the bit where he's with Gabe, and then Jason kills her before Freddy can.
See, and that's what I liked about when he does the got your nose when Laurie's recovering at the school after she had shock, is that he's not strong enough to actually remove her nose in the real world yet. He still gets her, but again, he only kills one person, and it's the person who talks about him the most.
That's kind of nuts. But that's what's next. We do have the one great line as they're driving to try to figure out. I don't remember where they're going after that. Just get away from Jason. And you have the stoner guys like that goalie was pissed. I love that. I like the powwow. Oh, we should talk about Mark's death. Mark's death is great. Some good Jason taunting. The bad guy from Christmas Story is great.
You mean Freddy taunting?
Yeah. Of course I do. I just can't think. Words fail me.
Halloween, not Halloween.
Michael Myers in this was great. But no, I like the Freddy brother in the tub, like just pissed off that nobody remembers him, and like using like when he does like his big like I'm back and the
blood squirting everywhere
slashes, like that was just really, it's very good traumatizing stuff. Like I like it.
It's a really good, like when he gets out of the tub and like the detail they do, like they have the like the wrist slashing that's still spurting blood out. It's a really subtle because it's kind of like almost out of the frame. It's just slightly peeking at the bottom, so it's really cool that they actually included that.
I also like this movie does a good job of I've said, like kind of like Matt, I've only really watched the first one many times. I've seen two, I've seen Dream Warriors, but like once and then never go back to them. But this one, it captured that thing that I loved about Nightmare on Elm Street, which is there's a moment where you can still get woken up and you'll be okay. But once you cross that line, you're that's it. You're toast.
Yeah.
And they have Mark cross that line. Like he even opens his eyes, like he is awake, and like his still gets slashed across his face. Like I like seeing him cross that barrier.
Mark's death, while Jason is just very swing away, Freddy taunts like with the brother, with the snakes, with the being held down by the tentacles, to being burned, to being slashed. Like Mark's death is probably the worst out of this.
Oh yeah, Mark gets it real bad, but it's a great sequence, and
it is very good.
The actor sells it so
Freddy's
well.
back on Mark's back.
On Mark's back,
well.
yeah.
I like that.
But like, and for me, it's the credit to the actor. Mark sells the shit out of it. He does such a good job.
It's like what we're talking about in Phantasm 2. Like for me, the bawling in Phantasm 2 is the best one they did because of how
in the uncut
in the uncut version, because of how much the actor playing the priest sells the actual agony and the pain that he's going through. Because you see it in his eye, and the dude later on where he gets the gold sphere going through as well, you see in his eyes
oh god, the gold sphere.
It's like that elevates it to such a better level. Like it could be a really cool kill, but if you don't have an actor in there who's really selling the pain and the agony they're going from, it doesn't have that impact. Which this does. It really does have that impact. Yeah, it's like you said, Joel. It without that, it's flat. It kind of falls flat.
Yeah,
and you have something like, I don't know, Jason 8.
just any of them. The exception of the boxing match.
Oh, that's so good.
The boxing match was good. I like when they're doing like the powwow to try to figure out like what the fuck is going on. Is it Freddy? Is it this guy Jason? Is it both? We're screwed. It's one of my favorite moments in this movie. I love the slow reveal of she's in a dream. Like they played that one really well of like maybe we need a sacrifice, and they cut to Linderman. He's like, oh, we need a virgin sacrifice. They all look.
It counts if you pay for it.
It counts if you pay for it. It's like, oh, poor Linderman.
I like that though, because it's like generally that kind of character is like a virgin, but I like how they sort of like they went to the level of like having him.
Matt, you got to take this one over again. You're breaking up.
You were at that age. Oh, I've lost my train of thought.
Oh, I thought you were frozen again for a second. Yeah, exactly that. So now I can see your hand moving, so it's not working.
It's a little too good at that.
Do you have to say your thing about Linderman again? Because I can't.
That's it. I like that they add the sort of like the detail in of yes, he's the typical sort of like what you would say is the virgin.
Yeah,
but they add in that like well, he's actually gone out and paid for it, because 9 times out of 10 in these kind of films that character would be a virgin and would be the one that's like you can't like actually get any women, but he's just saved up his money and gone and done it anyway. Like, and I like what they add into that, because it kind of adds something to it. I think it's like something a little bit different, because it's not that when they all said that, well, of course he's the virgin, but then it's just like, well, it still counts if you pay for it.
It's a good throwaway like joke line that actually kind of fleshes out a character in a fun way, like kind of a almost insulting way, but kind of a fun way.
This thing, like you said, it's a throwaway line which adds depth to the character.
Yeah. But then they all land on Lori, and then that's when it starts cluing in, like, oh, this is a dream, because they start getting like really excited about murdering her, and then she has the ear rip, which I like. I always like whenever they find the moment in the nightmare movie, like, oh, we can pull stuff out of the dream, like the first movie it's his hat, this time it's an ear, which is nice and gross,
and then it turns into maggots.
Yeah, it turns into maggots, which is ridiculous. I'm still fine with that.
Does that happen in any of the ones?
Not that
like with the thing that they pull out, does it just melt away and turn into maggot?
The hat doesn't.
No.
Yeah, the hat they literally keep hold of.
Yeah.
Right.
I
can't remember
because she shows it to someone.
In the first movie she shows the hat.
Yeah, so the hat doesn't. Maybe it's only if it's like flesh. I don't know.
Or a part of him.
Yeah. Or maybe they just didn't want to have a fake ear on the ground. I don't know. Yeah, who cares? It moves. So then I
pictured like a phantasm type thing, but it gets up and starts walking around now.
It just turns into an evil fly from hell. More okay with that. I haven't rewatched Phantasm. It's been too long. I haven't rewatched him since we did the podcast on him. It's been way too long. I fucking love those movies.
Anyhow, like, I watch them every weekend, bitch.
I wouldn't blame them. They're great movies.
If I had time, I would probably sprinkle them in here or there.
I do have a note at the end of my notes here of, now that's a phantasm explosion. We do get one in this. So they come up with the plan of, they realize Freddy has no power if you can't dream, so they're going to go to the place where Will and Mark were patients to get some more of that Hypnosil. Hypnosil sounds like something that Lindsay and Tobias would sell in Arrested Development. I'm convinced of it.
Hemosil.
Yes.
It really. I like how they find that as well. They basically just Google Hypnosil, and it's like this experimental drug, but there's all the details of it just online.
Yeah, experimental drug that you should take it. It's great. And so they go there. Jason, of course, follows them there. Not sure why. No one's banging there, but he does.
Oh, how?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
teleport.
That's teleport. We got Jason 8 stuff in here. Some of that nonsense of like, oh, he's magic again.
Did he put a rudimentary tracking device onto one of them or something?
I guess. I don't know. I'm not going to think too much about it. They're at a place. Jason comes killing people, so he does.
I want to see the deleted scene of Jason driving a car after them, just like 2 car lengths behind. That's how you follow someone.
He's got his arm out the window. He's got a cigarette in one of the holes.
That'd be hilarious. No, I do like once he does show up though and starts killing people. Like I love the is it with Linderman where the cop is when he gets killed? They're in like the control room or whatever. Yeah. And Linderman's scream is so good. Just that.
Hey, look, he's not using his machete, although the machete is conducting the electricity. So yeah.
So kind of
he uses the machete.
But I love the gets in there. He's getting electrocuted as a guy's running by. It's still Jason. He's like, oh, I could use this. It's like, this is a great little kill. And then you have to
I like as well. They're setting up the deputy dude who's gonna he's gonna be around. He's gonna help. Oh no, he's dead.
No, he's gone. Yeah,
no, he's dead. Like literally, he's been with the guys for like 5 minutes at most.
And the thing is, like, this is either the year after or the same year that Dead Man on Campus came out, and I just remembered him as the crazy roommate they were trying to get to kill himself so they get straight A's.
Yep.
And then I watched this, and like when he starts screaming, it's like I can't take your scream seriously. I'm just...
I remember him from a Scary Movie.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Scary Movie, but now I always think of Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it's like usually the first thing you see them is always the first thing they think of, but like now it's just I always go to Peacemaker.
I'm always stuck on Dead Man on Campus. Like that
would want to be ya.
I got it. I know. I could just said it. It's a good show too. I haven't seen that since we did that podcast either. Why do I stop watching this shit after we do our podcast on it? That's on me.
I do want to watch them again, but I want to watch the Suicide Squad first, and the 4K Blu-rays in Newcastle at the moment. So
I need to buy that 4K Bluray. I heard
it looks and sounds incredible.
I've heard that. I need to get that one.
The sound mix on it is like one of the best.
Freeberg's dead.
God. Yeah, he's got to go. Freeberg's
about it.
Yeah. So he gets Freddied. He would have died via Freddy if Freddy wasn't going to use his body.
That was some great CGI, by the way, of that worm.
Oh, was it? I would disagree.
Yeah, I know.
So bad.
But I do like the Alice in Wonderland of it all, like the hookah, like a big worm. Like I'm into this.
Didn't they do like a worm or something in one of the previous films, but it was like stop motion animation or something with Freddy's head?
They did a giant worm to eat Patricia Arquette in
Yes. Yeah, that's in Dreamhouse, right? Yeah.
It was it's actually at the beginning of when Freddy's telling a story. You see the giant animatronic worm,
which looked great. I mean, corny but great. I love it in the movie. That one I really. The only reason I ever rewatched Nightmare on Elm Street or watched the rest of them is because I assumed we were doing it for this show at some point. So I just kind of keep waiting. At some point I'll get through all those again.
Yeah, I'm going to avoid watching them to have this fresh, like going in a fresh viewing because they're really fun when you get to do them.
Oh man, those movies can be really fun too. This one really makes me want to watch those. Which is sad because we're on a Friday 13th podcast and it's like, ooh, Nightmare looks fun.
Well, that's the thing. Like, this is the thing. Like, this is not a Freddy. This is not a Freddy film. It is a Freddy film. It's not a Friday the 13th film. It's a Nightmare on Elm Street film that has guest starring Jason.
Starring.
Yeah, Jason gets all the best kills though, and apparently all but one, which I did not clue into until Ryan just told us.
You're welcome.
So after this, we get Freeberg is now Freddy. He gets a good bitch line in there. I got this bitch. And then he just knocks him out. I love the knocking him out with the two stuff. Like, oh, he's gonna go to sleep, so I can go fight him. I like that. And then we get the Jason fight, like the first of two Freddy versus Jason fights. I like the second one more. I like the one that takes place at Camp Crystal Lake, and it's more Jason centric. Shocker! I know we're all surprised on the Friday 13 podcast that I like that one more, but this one's still fun. And this one goes leans a little too heavy into the camp, but also it's a dream, so I'm okay with it. Like, I love the Robert Englund get his arms chopped off and goes, my arm. Like, I love that. And just that.
And then just,
and then he gives him the jerk off sign.
Yeah, like that was great. I'm even okay with the pinball sounds, like when he's getting flown all
I
around
love
the
that.
ding, ding, ding,
Yep.
ding, ding, ding.
My,
Like,
my,
Well,
my thought
I
when I
only
heard
picked
this
up on
was
it
like,
this. Yeah, I picked up on the tilt line this time around.
Yeah.
Like, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, they're doing it intentionally. He's
Yeah.
like Freddy's actually playing pinball. They're not.
I
just
want to
trying be funny.
know if kids might, if young adults today saw that, would they understand those are pinball sounds?
I don't know.
I don't think kids today, definitely not.
Like
No.
mine know about it, but
Corey
I'm a-
knows a little bit, but that's just because he usually likes looking at like the drawings on like the actual pinball boards are always so
Right.
nice. He likes those, but he doesn't really want to play the game.
right.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely don't think they get the tilt. Like I don't think
Yeah.
they'd get that reference, but it's a good
Yeah.
line. Like
It is.
and Robert sells the hell out of it.
He
so that's,
does.
And then that's when we discover Jason's, series long fear of water that we've all been so familiar
Oblivious
with.
too.
Yeah, as he's fucking swimming through people to stab people in boats, but
He swims to fucking New York.
yeah.
Do you know what I want? I want a supercut of like all the times that Jason swum and gone into the water willingly throughout the series, and then just like cut to him going, "Oh, he's afraid of water."
Yeah, like it's just there's like I don't think Freddy has a full-blown weakness. You could say fire because he got killed in fire, but not really. Like they don't really play that up too much, but I could see them like Jason has no weakness. He's immortal and nothing can kill him. We need to give Freddy something he can use against him. I get it. I think they did it wrong though. I think they missed.
Removed from the history of Friday the 13th, if you had just seen this, they set up a logic of, oh, well, he drowned in the water, therefore he's afraid of water. But yeah, there's too much history for this character to try to pull that off at this point.
Exactly.
Well, this is the 11th film, and you're just trying to sell us on a fear of water when he's literally gone into water on his own.
To
Many
drag a
times.
lady underwater.
Yeah,
many times.
Mhm.
So many times, and like you said, like I can't remember who it was. He swam to New York.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. He's fucking swam. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
he's not afraid of water. He swam through open ocean. I'm
So-
assuming.
I can forgive it for the idea of what I think the director was trying to do. Of you want like the duality of like we have Freddy with fire, Jason with water. Like I get it. I don't think it fully worked, but I get what they're trying to go for.
If anything, like the weakness should have been like Freddy imitating his mom, because like that's the only real kind of weakness that Jason really has, in that he's like basically been doing all these killings for his mom.
That harkens back to the first couple movies. Yeah.
That would have been the right call. I think I get why. Like I said, I get why they did this. It makes sense on paper. It just you're asking fans who've been watching these movies for so long to take a big leap with you on this one, and I don't think they gave us enough to get there. But that's whatever. The rest of the dream sequence is fine. They go back to Crystal Lake. You see Freddy banging a dead lady because why not? Monica Keenan then gets into the dreams with them, which is, I guess, fine. We get the best Freddy makeup of the entire movie. I love Demon Freddy. He looks awesome. He looks so good when he pops out of the water after Jason gets woken up, and he's just so pissed at Laurie. And you just see like his face just changes and it's like pure demon. Then he's out of the water and like this.
That way he's got the contact lenses or the blue.
Yep.
Yeah, those eyes look fucking cool.
He looks so good. Like his skin doesn't look like
he's
burnt
in the water and he turns around and points. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, like that's like we don't see Freddy angry throughout this entire movie. You see him like Freddy angry, but not legitimately lose his temper except for that moment. And it's awesome. I love it. I love the look. It's Laurie's best acting in the whole movie. Like when she sees him, like, oh God, because he gives her a lot to work with, and it's awesome. But then we get yanked out of the dreams, and now we're in the good fight. We get this is where the place your bets line would be. That comes in just a minute. Does it actually happen in the movie, or is that in the trailer?
You're muted.
You're muted. We can't hear a word you're saying.
My bad. I coughed and I never turned it off. No, that was purely trailer. She goes Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm trying to go back in my head going, I don't remember.
It's after he moves the table. It shows Will holding Laurie. Yeah, and that's when they start to converge on each other, but we just don't get that at all.
Yeah, but clearly that's where the line was shot. They just took it out of the movie for probably good
reasons. Again, if they're banking,
or was it just shot for the trailer?
if they're banking on Freddy being scared of fire, he seems very natural in a burning building.
Yeah,
he
know,
does.
right?
Yeah, it's like
He's fine with it.
They didn't give us nearly enough to work with the fears, but whatever.
Well, there's also that really stupid line that like comes out of nowhere earlier on. Freddy died by fire. Jason died by water. How can we use that? It's
you
like,
can't.
We can't.
You
We're just
can't,
gonna make
Lori.
it prevalent.
Yeah. Thanks, Lori. She's rough in this.
I don't know why they recast her though. Like, if you got Jamie Lee Curtis back, she'd have been way better.
Should have done a way better job. I like the fight. The fight I think is good. I'm fine with them just kind of like picking the random survivors we still have left off. Like Linderman gets thrown against the wall, gets a huge, like, I don't know what bracket thing was on the wall.
It's
there.
like a bookshelf.
Just like a
bookshelf.
bookshelf.
It's a bookshelf holder because it's flat on the top, so you just put the bookshelf.
Yeah. So that goes into his back. So that's the end of Linderman.
Linderman goes out like a G though.
He does. Yeah, he gets a good death. He gets his he gets his hero gets the tree moment. I like that.
But that too, like, he gets picked on relentlessly.
Yeah.
By Kelly Rollins. I forget her character's name. Kia. But he's like, just go. I'll be fine. You're fine. And then he goes to look after her, and then he just dies. And it goes down. You just see he is losing massive amounts of blood.
Yeah.
So it contrasts back to like earlier in the film as well, where he fully takes her down as well. Yeah. Like, she's been mean to him. Like, basically I'm guessing throughout all of high school, she's been.
I always thought that you didn't like me because you didn't think that I was good enough for Lori, but it's just that you're not comfortable with yourself that you pick on me or something.
Yeah, like you hate yourself. Like, oh damn, like
he
went hard.
He was.
And then his death is the turnaround where basically he sacrifices himself to save her. It's quite a nice arc his character has
for sure.
But
then a weird thing to say in a Freddy versus Jason film.
It really is, but you're not wrong either. And then the fight itself is fun. It's super gory. They're just absolutely ripping each other to pieces. We get
that moment with the bars that all just
the rebar.
The rebar.
Rebar. Yeah.
There's the part where Freddy has the tanks, the pressurized tanks.
Yeah, he's firing off at him like missiles. Like that.
Why are these at Crystal Lake?
Why is that random construction site there? What the hell are they building?
Why is there towards the end of them? Why is there a propane tank there the size of New Jersey?
Toys to play with.
Yeah, and what? And that thing that just does not follow the laws of physics. The big like the mill. I don't know what it's called, but like it's just slamming around after Freddy knocks it loose, and it just never slows down, even though like it hits the wall.
If anything,
it
speeds up,
and then it goes again. It's like that thing is just ridiculous. Totally fine with it.
In a dream world at that point, and they've done a very subtle, very intelligent, clever thing that they were going to bring back in the sequel that never happened. That none of that was actually real. It was all actually the dream world.
Yeah. No. That's what
was
happened.
That actually something that was supposed to happen, or
I've no fucking idea.
They had gotten very far into doing a part 2 of Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. Yep. And the creative differences crumbled really quickly. I went to an Evil Dead screening where Bruce Campbell answered these questions, and he's like, what it came down to was, yes, we're in, we want to make it, but Ash has to win because otherwise it's not true to Ash's character. Ash has to win. They're like, well, we need to discuss this. And he's like, no. This is like a yes or no. Like, we're not going to discuss it.
Ash win.
Ash wins, or I don't do it. Like, well, we need to discuss it. Like, all right, we're not doing it. And he killed the conversation after that. And it's like, it's a bummer.
Which I think it's great because Ash does win, but he doesn't always. He doesn't win because he's intelligent. He wins because of luckiness, as most of the time.
And I get where like they don't want to kill Freddy or Jason off and have Ash win, but at the same time, Bruce Campbell's right. Ash wins. Like that's the end of that movie.
Just one thing that struck me at the end here with this end battle, my mind kept going to like they talked about through this whole movie that Freddy's world is dream world and Jason's world is real life. And then with Freddy in real life, my mind kept going just like Jason should just be thrashing him. Yeah, like this should be a one-sided battle. They do a good thing of him being kind of like a spider monkey versus a hulking monster, and that kind of duality a bit. And the brutality is great because like nobody survives the amount of just mauling they do to each other.
This is a good point to talk about this because Ken, whatever his last name is he's a very rigid Jason, and I don't know if that's a creative choice to have, as Joel put it, Freddy the Spider Monkey, and just sitting there, jamming his knives in. But you look at Kane Hodder's Jason, who's so rhythmic with his move and so strong with his brute strength. And just before they start getting at it, he literally just takes one swing at Kelly Rollins and she hits a tree. Like, that's brute force, but he plays it so rigid. Even when we are the very first time we're introduced to him with the naked tits Crystal Lake kill. You hear him by the thumping of his footsteps. And to me, that's not Jason. He's very quiet.
Yeah, he's always very quiet.
What's funny, though, is when he does kill her and he comes up behind her, you don't hear him at all. So it's just, there's a lot of creative choices behind this Jason that are not wrong and are a detriment to what we've seen the past 10 movies. And yes, I'm including Jason X in there.
I disagree with the Jason X knock, but I agree with everything else you said. But no, you're like, that's it. Like, it doesn't feel like Jason. It feels like a Jason cameo or a Jason action figure being shoved in this movie. And like, I really wish they had figured out how to get Kane in this movie. I don't remember exactly what went wrong, or something about the director didn't want to use him.
Basically, they wanted a hulking, massive.
They wanted someone taller.
They wanted someone taller.
That's all it was.
And I've also, like, I remember reading interviews with the director of Jason X, where he talked about, like, trying to tell Kane Hodder what to do as Jason was a no-go. Like, when Kane Hodder's on set, he is Jason. He is directing Jason. You do not get a say in it. And he's like, I remember the interview where he's like, I told him to do something, and he didn't say anything. He didn't move. He didn't do anything. All I hear is from behind the mask, Jason doesn't do that. And I went, okay, I guess we're not doing that then. And it's like, we needed somebody like that as the Jason in this movie. Somebody who knew Jason through and through. And this guy obviously does. He's in Jason Part 8. He's very, very good friends with Kane Hodder. Like, they're buds. It's just, they took a very different approach. And maybe he listened to the director too much. Maybe he didn't have enough of his own, agency to be able to have that leniency to do what he wants with it.
It's that thing of like, and I remember seeing an interview with Robert Englund, or it was on the documentary about him, actually, which is really good. I'd recommend it.
The Robert Englund one?
Yes. Yeah.
That was very good.
Yeah, it's very good. But they were talking about how for the second one, they were going to just recast Freddy Krueger with some stunt guy, and it doesn't work. And that is, like, they did that a lot with Jason, and you can tell the ones who were actually invested in the character and understood the character because they worked like in a certain way. And like Kane Hodder, that was his dream role, Jason Voorhees. And once he got in, he was in, and he made sure that, like, he made the character his own, but he also was faithful to everything that had come beforehand.
Yeah.
And he knew that character. And I think the problem you have with like someone like Ken whatever coming in is, yeah, sure, he probably knows the character, but he's probably not as passionate about it. And if a director's telling you do this, he's not got the sort of like the fan backing that Kane would have done. Yeah. Just no, Jason doesn't do that. So he just kind of rolls over, and it becomes more about, what this one director thinks Jason is like, which, I don't know if that director's even ever seen a Friday the 13th.
Maybe
it doesn't really feel like it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it is the framing that this is more a Freddy movie than a Jason movie.
Yeah.
So the Jason they needed for it in their eyes was a more Spartan Jason that was gonna just go with the flow.
A bitch.
Or a bitch, yeah. Jason's a bitch. No, and I think it for me, it kind of boils down to, I think this guy approached Jason as a stuntman, and Kane Hodder approaches it as an actor. Like, it's, and I don't mean it's a meaner dig than I mean it to be, but I think there's a definite difference.
But it makes sense. Like Kane Hodder thinks of the character.
Yeah.
This dude seems to think of the physicality.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like, it's fine for what this movie needed. Like, if you're a Nightmare on Elm Street fan, I could see this working really well for you. But as we are, more of a Friday the 13th podcast on this, like, it's just not fully clicking. The rest of the fight, I really enjoy. I like them trading weapons in a way. Like, I like Freddy picking up the machete. I like him
getting the arm.
Getting the arm cut off.
He literally just rips his arm off.
Yeah.
And I like the detail on that. Like, it's not something you see very often when you have like an arm ripped off. It's still got the socket.
Yeah.
Like the bone, like the socket on the bone. So
doesn't Freddy pull it out of his abdomen too at some point? I thought he got stabbed and then he pulled it out and like reattached it. Am I thinking earlier?
No. Once it's in his belly, that's pretty much the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how he dies.
Yeah, because Jason gets royally screwed up. He stabs him through the chest, and then he's like, "Oh, I need to go regrow some shit. I'm gonna take a nap in this lake," and falls in the lake.
I mean, he gets his eyes gouged out. He gets his fingers cut off. He gets a machete in his chest. Like
he gets his eyes gouged out, but then he still has the eyes for that last shot of where he does sink into the water. Like,
Jason regrows stuff. It happens.
He regenerates his eyes the quickest.
It's the Michael Myers thing. Like, he grew his eyes
shot
back.
in both eyes. Yeah, he's fine.
His eyes grew back. It's fine.
Then we get this ridiculous like fire throw. My notes here is holy fire tits. Everyone knows exactly what shot I'm talking about. Then we get the propane tank explosion. It's just absolutely huge and ridiculous. Freddy comes back for all of 1 second, and then he gets his head chopped off. And that's it. We've done it. Movie does not try to wrap fucking anything up. Just kind of goes, whew, what a Tuesday.
And then you have Jason sink to the bottom. Then you have a nice little fade to the misty ray, and then Jason walks out holding Freddy's head. Walks out of the water. He's supposedly afraid of water. You don't even stick to the rule in your own fucking same film.
Yeah.
And then we have to go, is this real life or are they in hell together now?
Either way, Freddy should Jason should not be.
I'm skipping over the stupid water thing because it's a stupid water thing in this movie. But beyond that, I'm like, where are we at now? And I would have.
I think the wink from Freddy.
Yeah.
I think that probably means that they're in hell or something, or a dream, or.
I absolutely could have seen them doing that Looney Tunes thing after and got boo at the
And then Michael Myers comes out and goes, "That's all, folks.
That's all, bitch."
I would.
Michael Myers won't say anything. He just got to go.
Yeah.
Or just
unless it's hold on, unless it's Busta Rhymes, Michael, and then he come out and say whatever the hell he wants.
Busta Rhymes as Michael Myers. Yeah.
Sweet dreams, motherfucker.
What the fuck are you doing here? Go home. The film's over. Fuck up, motherfucker.
Hello. He takes Freddy's decapitated head. Hello.
I need to rewatch.
Go back in the van. Go back in the van with Kelly Rollins. Go.
God, I love that movie. It's so bad.
Tyra Banks, not Kelly Rollins.
I'm alluding to this film. Go back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's really nothing else to talk about in this thing, right? We did it.
Yep.
We Freddy
versus Jason. That one's not that hard.
Yeah. I was wondering if you were going to go Freddy versus Jason.
Oh, that would have been smart. I forgot to say it last week. There's another one, Jason X. Like that one's really easy. So
yeah, Jason X.
Yeah, that's more difficult, but that doesn't make sense.
Good that we skipped over it.
Yeah.
I mean, does any of those things make sense though? Do any of them make sense?
The rest
if you
of them
can
have.
Create a logic, and then it made sense.
Yeah, thank you, Joel. Joel gets me. All right, so quotes and or kills and or everything. I'll go first. The kill it's got to be Mark's. Like I want it to be one of the other ones, but Mark's is just so good. Like it's just such a great Freddy kill. I wanted to do a Jason kill, but like Mark wins. As far as a quote though, like I had a few that I wrote down, but I'm not sure kind of where I land on a lot of them because I don't really want to take a Freddy quote, but he's the only thing that's really quotable. So I'm gonna go with my Mark quote, which I was gonna save for Matt, and I decided I can't.
Damn you.
Mark's intro to Laurie is they're singing this song. I don't remember this song, and Mark just comes out of a crowd with 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. You want to know why they sing that? It's because it's when he comes for you. Gee, thanks, Mark.
I'm so stupid. I remember like watching that again. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, Matt, go ahead. I'm sorry I stole yours.
Kills. I think like the launching of the dude in the air, who's like literally in orbit now. That was pretty fucking cool. And then for lines, I don't know. I think the stoner dude going, "How'd you know we were here?" And then the deputy going, "Nothing personal, but the Scooby van out back wasn't exactly subtle."
Yep, that's not bad.
I'll go. I'll do a Freddy and a Jason. So Freddy's will be Welcome to My World, bitch. That's just very Freddy. But my kill is gonna be Kid in the Cornfield. You know, when he's sitting there poking him and he goes, "You weren't," and he just turns his head, but in pure Jason fashion, he just goes and falls, and the guy falls over. Like it was good. That's my one.
I did like the Everclear guy doing his best Jack Black impression. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Was he drinking that out of a pitcher?
Yes.
Pure Everclear out of a picture.
You've never been...
it's like one of those like pizza pitchers.
Yeah.
I've done jungle juice out of a pitcher. I've never done just straight Everclear.
That's a lot of Everclear.
That's
like a lot.
That's enough to. I mean,
that's more than like a fifth of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, this Everclear is kicking my ass.
Grain alcohol that will mess you up.
Yeah.
Badly.
Okay.
Like if you put it on your skin, it will burn after a while.
Oh, that's probably why it's never made it to the UK then. I'm guessing moonshine.
It's a step down from moonshine.
Yeah.
But
Matt, we're made of tougher stuff here. I don't know what to tell you.
Come to the Midwest, stay a while. We'll show you a few things.
I've drank with friends from England. No, we can't even fucking keep up. Not even close.
No, we just have taste.
Yeah, you have taste and tolerance.
Yeah, we drink a lot of a nice thing.
That's it. When Matt comes to town, I'm flying out to California.
Oh boy.
He may have to get a hotel room.
Who hasn't gone yet?
Oh, I guess that's me. You guys took all the great kills, so I'll just say the final battle where Freddy Krueger gets killed, just because it's a very satisfying.
Does he get killed?
He gets his head cut off.
I know it's a technicality thing, but that's when I'm going to accept my answer. My quote, this is one that sort of stuck out to me. First off, Lori and Dib at the start. "Hey, Dib, what are you doing? I thought you were going to quit." "I only smoke when I drink now." "But you're always drinking." "Yeah, well, I'll work on that next."
That's a good one. Gib's good.
All right, so that's everybody, right? We've done it?
Yep.
All right. So we're nearly at the end of this thing, which is very sad for me and maybe Matt, possibly Ryan, Joel less so, Kelly even less so.
I've enjoyed the ride.
Well, that's
Friday
all we
the 13th is my second favorite horror franchise. I mean, I love the Unholy Trinity. I love the Father, the Son, and the whole Unholy Ghost.
I'm right there with you. That's why I'm like, we have to do Nightmare at some point.
Yeah.
Then we complete the trilogy.
Yeah, then we've done it.
I mean, I would like us to do Hellraiser at some point, but there's a real fucking big drop off after the first one.
I would give it the first two. I like Hellraiser.
3's good. I like
two's good as well.
I didn't love 3 the first time I saw it. I need to go back to 3 because 1 and 2 I thought were good. I don't know how
2 is good. It's just not as good as the first one, I think.
I'll
but then
like
there's now like 20 of those fucking things or something.
Yeah, we're not going to do that many of them. And no. I don't know. I do not know how Joel and Kelly. Joel will do fine. I don't think Kelly will like Hellraiser. Yeah, Pain is Pleasure. I don't see her going for that one.
No, probably not. She'll get to experience it, but
yeah.
She doesn't have a choice in this matter.
Next week, I want to say, I'm not even sure if we're gonna have episodes next week. I don't remember exactly what date this is coming out. It's probably close to Christmas, which means we might be taking a bit of a break. We always do around this time because a lot of us travel, or we have
our Christmas tie-in.
We have our Christmas tie-in, which is this one. We got the guy from Christmas Story, of course. That was planned.
Just for like internal scheduling things. The next Sunday is Christmas Eve.
Yeah, so we're not doing it that day. So it'll probably be
2 weeks from now on that Sunday is Christmas Eve.
Yeah, so we'll be back in January. I'm not exactly sure what date in January. We'll figure that out, and then we'll be back. It's actually kind of a good time to take a break because now we're about to go into the remake. A good break before this remake, I think, is actually kind of fun because this remake is it's not a bad movie. It's not a great movie.
It's subpar.
It's subpar. Are the kills great? Not really. They don't really feel like Jason kills throughout. There's nothing super gory. But
I don't know, that the poker through the door is one of my favorites.
Okay, I'll give you that one. That's not bad. And Killer Frost, her getting killed, that one's pretty good too.
Yeah, dude, we got to talk about that.
Yeah, it's more of a surprise kill, but I like it. The thing that I will say, and you have plenty of time to watch this movie, and why I will continuously watch this movie as part of my Friday 13th rewatches, even if I don't think it's that great, Derek Mears makes a fucking hell of a Jason.
He does.
I really, really like his Jason.
He does.
So if you have nothing else to watch this kind of okay, is this a Blumhouse? I feel like it's a Blumhouse.
No, it was Michael Bay. This.
Michael
Bay
produced it. Platinum Dunes. The
Yep.
Platinum Dunes-ish okay movie. Derek Mears crushes it. So it's worth watching at least for him.
Is Blumhouse like the big horror name right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're also
They did
terrible.
the Halloween. They did the
Okay.
Halloween.
Yeah.
The last Halloween
Yeah.
trilogy. They've done The Exorcist, I think. as
I saw
well.
their name on the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff too.
They're the big horror producers right now. But if you throw a rock in Hollywood, you're going to find somebody who had an absolutely dog shit time working for them. They are not nice to their crew.
I will say A24 is really.
That's
on
what
the
I was
up
going to
and up.
ask about. Too, 'cause I know
A24
that,
is on the up and up, but
that's-
they are more independent.
That's Jordan
horror.
Peele.
No,
No,
excuse me.
Blumhouse. He's Blumhouse.
A24 just got bought by HBO, I think, or they just did a deal with HBO. So all the movies are coming out.
A24 is who they have.
I saw a trailer for something that it's an A24 film. I was like, oh, this seems quite high, like not so much big budget, but this seems more mainstream than I would expect.
Everything
from-
everywhere all at once. All right.
Yeah, A24 makes some really good, not just horror. If you see
A24
their name on the movie, it's probably worth watching.
They are
Even
my
like
favorite studio.
their like low budget like horror movie
Yeah.
Talk to Me. Even that
They
was
are
really good.
They are my favorite studio.
Yeah, they're the ones
Anything
to
they
watch.
put out is genius.
It's probably worth a
The-
watch.
The
We're
Florida
way
Project.
off target here. We need to say goodbye. We worked on our plugs. We've done everything. Now we're just chatting. So thank you. If you
Bye.
listened to our random A24 love. We'll see you next time is all I'm going to say. Probably in January with the remake and then a wrap up. And then we're talking about something that we're calling Automatic Pig. If you cannot guess what that's in reference to, I'm actually a little sorry for you. That's a pretty obvious one. And it's probably the title of the show too, because I just like saying Automatic Pig.
Don't feel sorry for me, Brian.
Oh, Joel. Oh, Joel. RoboCop, Jesus.
Wait a second.
All right, bye.
Bye.
1, 2, Freddy's coming for.